when them old people say be careful what you wish for, they ain't bullshit. Because I have got one hell of a story to tell now. I wanted to be Mr. America after winning the smaller titles, smaller city titles. My goal was to be Mr. America, and it did not matter, you know, what I had to do in order to be Mr. America. I would have done it. That was my goal, and once I set a goal, you know, I don't let anything stop me from achieving that goal. So, in order to be Mr. America, well, by the time I made it to Mr. Inglewood, I had got those 20-inch arms, and I had spent a lot of time just pounding arms, and I won the contest basically with my arms and nothing else, because I didn't have much to go along with it. But after the contest, the promoter of the contest, I remember his name, but I'm not gonna say it, asked me, he pulled me to the side and he asked me, he said, CT, what are you taking? And I told him that I was taking desiccated liver pills, because at the time that was very big. I was taking a lot of desiccated liver pills, protein, and creatine hadn't even been invented at that time. So those were the big things I was taking, desiccated liver pills, and eating a lot of egg whites. Not egg whites, I'm sorry, I ate the whole egg, a dozen at a time. And he said, no, what are you taking? And I said, that's what I'm taking, you know. And he goes, wait a minute, CT, what steroids are you taking? And I said, what's that? And he said, you don't know what steroids are? I'm like, no, I don't, what the fuck? I mean, I'm surprised you know what the fuck is a steroid? I don't know what a steroid is. I figured everybody on the cover of those magazines was doing it the same way that the big ass guys that I seen in my neighborhood was doing it. They'd been locked up, they were in the penitentiary. I figured that they had been locked up, they were in jail, and they, you know, got on the stage and put some little posing panties on and won a trophy, and that's how they did it. Yeah, I don't gotta get locked up. All my relatives locked up. I just learned what they did when they were in there and do the same thing. I figured they did it from just eating and working out. You know, I didn't even know I don't think anybody in Compton knew what a fucking steroid was back then. It was too fucking poor to think about a fucking steroid. You know, it's just, you gotta try to buy food to eat. Fuck, you know, I can't afford no steroids. So anyway, he explained it to me. He said, all those guys you see on the cover of those magazines, and I don't know them personally, I'm just telling what he told me. He told me all those guys you see on the cover of those magazines are taking steroids. Oh, wow, really? He said, what I'm telling you now will not be a surprise to anybody. There's a lot of people that say, I follow, that knows me, because I've explained the same thing in a powerlifting magazine interviews, and you know, people ask me, and I've explained the same thing. I don't talk about it that much anymore, and the reason why I don't talk about it now, I just talk about the 34 years since then, and being, you know, completely drug-free for 34 years. I talk about those 34 years, but I don't talk about that 35th year, because now people listen to me. Back then, nobody gave a fuck about what I was saying. So it was no problem, and I tried to call attention to myself, you know, as much as I possibly could, but nobody gave a fuck. I mean, but now, kids, there are kids in line, 8 years old, 9 years old, they line up, they wait in line for hours to get an autograph or to talk to me or say something to me. So I'm thinking, the reason why I don't talk about it so much now is because I'm thinking about those kids and the influence that the first part of the story will have. They won't even hear or listen to the rest of it. All they're gonna hear is the first part. And the first part is, you tried them and they worked. I tried them and god damn. Oh man, they worked. I had fucking super veiny, ass was so fucking hard. I tried to put the needle in my ass and fucking bent. the fucking needle bent. My ass was that fucking hard. And they'll hear that, and that will be the end of it. And those kids will rush out, and they'll fucking want to try to get them some of this, because they will not hear that it made me fucking insane. They won't hear that part. They will not hear that I want to murder fucking people at a stoplight for looking in my fucking car too long. They won't hear that part. They won't hear that at the time I was married, and my wife that I was married to was 5 fucking minutes late getting home. They won't hear that I was pacing up and down the fucking driveway waiting for her to get to that house so I could fucking kill her. They won't fucking hear that part. They'll just hear that he took it and, oh man, it worked. That's all they'll hear. So I don't talk about that experiment because I fucking tried it out because I wanted, they promised me that I could be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. I could be the next Robbie. I could be on the cover of those magazines. And when you are a youngster, you hear somebody tell you something like, you can say, oh, I turned it down. No way I would do it. You're a fucking lie. But first of all, ain't nobody gonna make that fucking offer to you. They're not gonna make that. They don't make it to every fucking body. I had 20-inch arms that didn't know what the fucking steroid was. They're not gonna make you that offer. So you don't know what the fuck you would do. So that's why I don't talk bad about anybody who makes a decision to take steroids. How can I? Because I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I did. That opportunity was presented to me, I took it, and it fucking, it damn it cost me everything. I don't do it because of the experience I had. It fucking made me a fucking loony ass, raving, lunatic, maniac, wanting to kill fucking people asshole. Now that's why I don't take it. And the biggest reason, that's a super big reason, but the biggest reason is because I promised the good Lord that if he allowed me to stop doing this shit, if he allowed me to get off this shit and retain, or just get back to where we retain my strength and retain my strength and be like I was before I took it, if he allowed me to do that, I promised him that I would never, ever, ever take another steroid again in my life. That's, real. I watch and all this. I don't play with God. I don't play with God. I'm not the most religious person. I told you why, but I seriously believe in God, and if I make a promise to God, I ain't thinking about breaking it, because I super believe in God. I'd be the most religious person on earth, but I definitely believe in God. So I made him that promise. 34 years and have not broken that promise, man. And that experiment lasted about, within it would go every 2 months or 2 months, I don't tell myself, a little over a year probably. So, but it was probably 6 months of actually being on. So it lasted about 6 months, and not for me. So, but I don't blame you if you do, but not for me.